This is how you deal with a ring sling. Take it, stick it on your shoulder, grab the top rail, bring it behind your back, check that it matches up, purple to purple, and then thread the whole thing through both rings, from the bottom to the top. Now check that when you get here, you haven't twisted your wrap. So your top rail should match up to the top, the outside to the outside. And then put the whole thing through the second ring. So pull the rings apart and go through. Yes, you're going to come up. And there we are. Now you can see that my colours aren't evenly spread, so I'm going to take a second here to stop and just check that this isn't twisted. I've got my top rail on top. Matches up to the purple, yep, okay. All the way across to my burgundy rail on the bottom, which is folded under. So I'll just spread that out. Done. Now I'm picking up a toddler. I want her bottom to sit about here on me, around my belly button. So I'm just going to bunch all the fabric in my fist, and I should be able to stick my thumb there where I want her bottom to go. The rings are where I want them to finish, so I'm not starting with them really, really high. I'm putting them where I want them to end up, and my thumb can sit there. And the fabric's quite taut. You can see it's not giving. Grab your child, put them on the opposite shoulder, and bring that hand up between you and the ring sling to receive their feet. And you do that whether it's a baby, toddler, whatever. Get them to sit in front of you. The rings haven't moved. This is still on my shoulder. Spread across my back. And this is where her bottom's going to sit when I pull the fabric up. So I find my top rail, which is the purple. And I work that up over her back, nice and high. And then I'm just going to lean forwards. Notice how I've got a hand behind, taking her weight, and pull that fabric up between us to get a good seat. Knee to knee. I haven't tightened anything yet. That's the bonus. When you start with the fabric tight, you don't need to do a lot of work to finish it off. That's why the rings don't move. Then if I want to adjust it, I'm going to support Audrey's weight in my hand so that the rings unlock and pull the purple into the purple stripe. So it's tightening across. If you pull down like this, you'll jam the rings and you won't be able to tighten it properly. So you work across. And of course this rail you do pull straight down because the fabric runs straight down. But that's pretty much it. She's in and I'm hands-free. If I want to feed her in it, support her weight, lift, let the rings out a little bit, bounce her down, secure that top rail again if you need to, pull across, not down, and then she's at the right height for me to unclip my top. Ooh. That's it. That's a ring sling carry. To get your baby out, I'm going to put my hand inside the ring sling and lift up. And then she can go down on the floor. Good girl. And I'm left with this, which I can then undo. That's it. That's how easy it is. If you want to start on the other shoulder, exactly the same thing. Find your comfortable position. Check that your fabric matches up. Now it's the burgundy on top and the purple on the outside. Grab, bunch, through, separate the rings, through the bottom ring. Oops. This is still a bit stiff, I only converted it last night. Spread those colours evenly. If you have this bunching, it's not going to tighten properly. So you won't be able to see every colour across the rings. and you want to have your rails clearly separated. I know that's the purple because it matches, and the burgundy that matches. Then decide where your baby's bottom is going to sit. Let's say I want to do a hip carry this time. Toddler, I want to sit down here. If you've got a smaller baby, it might be a bit higher. So you'd start with your wrap tighter and your thumb where the baby's bottom is going to finish up. About there. Lost my child. She's busy helping Dad. But the principle's the same. So that's it. Start with it tight. Start with the rings where you want them. The less adjusting, the better. Hope this helps you.